Good evening. Welcome to the City of Laurel Planning Commission. This is the 615th meeting, and we're meeting in person tonight. If you'd like to speak, we have a sign-up sheet. And with that, if you'd call the roll.
Council President Clark, Mr. Welford, Mr. Grant.
Here.
Mr. Spalding,
Here.
Mr. Kish, Mr. Smith, Chairman Wilson.
Here.
You have a quorum.
Thank you. And Brooke sent us a copy of the minutes from the last meeting. I hope you've had a chance to go through it. They put a lot of work into that. And if there are any questions, comments, corrections to the roll call, if not, I'll entertain a motion. Or to the minutes, I'm sorry. Motion? Go ahead.
I motion that we approve the minutes as recorded.
And a second?
Second it.
Please call the roll.
Mr. Spalding,
Here.
Mr. Grant,
Yes.
Chairman Wilson.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you very much. And we're going to have our agenda item number 3, which is a special exception application number 967 for 338 Main Street, filed by Caribe Express for our recommendation to the Board of Appeals. Yes, ma'am.
Good evening, Chair and Commission members. This is Taylor Harvey with ECD presenting the staff report. Special exception application number 967 was filed December 12, 2024 by Randolph Williams to add live entertainment to a restaurant, Caribe Express, located at 338 Main Street. The applicant proposes to provide live entertainment from Monday through Sunday afternoon. The hours are as following: Monday, 5 p.m. to 12 a.m., Tuesday, 5 p.m. to 12 a.m., Wednesday, 5 p.m. to 12 a.m., Thursday, 5 p.m. to 12 a.m., Friday, 5 p.m. to 2 a.m., Saturday, 5 p.m. to 2 a.m., Sunday, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Live entertainment will include a live DJ, spoken word, live singing, comedy, and a violinist. The applicant proposes to having security on the property during the hours of live entertainment to perform duties such as checking IDs, enforcing smoking policies, and monitoring the entrance and exit areas. The applicant intends to use the rear of the property for outdoor seating. The green space in the area has been renovated to artificial grass. The outdoor setup includes 2 gazebos and a destined cooking area. The cooking area has received approval from both the Health Department and the City Fire Marshal, along with the necessary permits. 2 gazebos measured as 12 feet by 10 feet and 10 feet by 10 feet, while the outdoor cooking area measures 10 feet by 9 feet. The applicant understands the occupancy load for the rear outdoor seating area is less than 100 occupants. The applicant also understands that the approval is granted both when the gazebos will require permits. Additionally, the applicant plans to install a fence in the rear of the property in phases to manage crowd overflow and minimize noise. On April 21st, 2025, a security plan, justification statement, floor plans, a site plan, and gazebo specifications were sent asking for comments from the state and local agencies, and a memorandum was sent out to City of Laurel departments. Comments from local, state, and City of Laurel departments were stated in the staff report. On April 25th, 2025, a letter explaining the nature of the application and advising of the scheduled hearings before the City Planning Commission was sent by standardized mail to all continuous property owners. The total was 7. Staff recommends City of Laurel Planning Commission recommend approval to the City of Laurel Board of Appeals for special exception application number 967 with the following conditions. The applicant shall obtain all applicable City of Laurel permits. The applicant shall comply with all federal, state, and local laws and regulations for protection of the use of the property. No exterior speakers for the live or pre-recorded entertainment shall be permitted. The DJ, live bands, and/or open mic night performances shall be stationed indoors or in enclosed areas. The applicant shall obtain updated capacity certificate via Fire Marshal Department. The applicant shall adhere to the regulations set forth by City of Laurel noise ordinance at all times of operation. The applicant shall adhere to approved hours of operation stated in the technical staff report. If changed, they should notify the city. The applicant shall have the subject property equipped with sprinklers as well. Nonconformance with the provisions of the granting of the special exception shall be grounds for review of the city staff and recommended for a hearing for Board of Appeals for revocation. The applicant shall obtain Historic District Commissioner approval prior to obtaining City of Laurel permits for all exterior renovations. This concludes the reading of my staff report. Thank you. And the applicant is here for any questions.
Would somebody representing the applicant like to come forward? Just give us your name and address. There you go.
Randolph Williams?
And you're the owner?
Yes.
You're the owner of the business? Thank you very much for coming in.
Yes.
Do you have any problems with the staff report, the recommendations in the staff report?
No, I don't.
Okay. Let me hold on, let me ask a question to staff. Are all these provisions met before they can do live music? So
Correct.
the fence needs to be up, the fence doesn't need to be up?
No, so the fence will be installed in stages. So at a certain aspect, the fence will be completed.
Okay, so it doesn't have to be up before live music?
Correct.
How about the sprinklers?
Yes, and Tiamani Hamlet, the chief building official, can speak to that as well.
Okay, I just want to see if, do you have sprinklers now?
No.
Okay.
At the moment, no.
Okay, so no music until the sprinklers are in, right? Is that true?
Hi,
Give us your name, just so we
hi,
have.
my name is Tiamani Hamlet. I'm the chief building official for the city of Laurel. I've spoken with both the owners, Mr. Williams and Mrs. Williams. Sprinkler systems will be required in the event that they would like to include a dance floor. It's my understanding that we are not moving forward with a dance floor, so a sprinkler system would not be required
Okay.
for this project. They would only have to do it in the event that at a later date they decide to implement a dance floor. And after we talked extensively, we realized that it may not be in their best interest at the moment.
Yeah.
But if they decide to move forward with doing so, they understand what the city's requirements will be moving forward. So we are firm on what our expectation is.
Okay, so the sprinkler's only required if you have dancing.
Dancing,
That's
right.
because
Okay, and you're good with that?
Yes, we only do seatings.
I'm sorry?
Seatings,
Yeah, they're only doing
Doing
seating,
seating,
but
okay.
yeah, they're formal dining.
right.
Okay, thank you. Let me open it up. Any other questions from you guys?
What do we define as in stages for the fencing?
So the staging in terms of phases, when it totally depends on the cost of materials. We were working with the owners. As far as the city is concerned, they can put it in at a later date for up to the next 2 to 3 years. It solely depends on materials, which they have no control over because of the type of fencing that they're looking to install. It's not necessarily going to act as a formal sound barrier, but the material that they have priced out will help add to sound, as well as them putting in trees to act as a natural sound barrier as well. So it'll be a small tree line that wouldn't necessarily require them to amend their site plan, and it'll just be it'll be installed by way of their landscaping along the fence. So it won't take away from the seating or increase or decrease from the space, but it gives them the opportunity to find the right resources to do so. We've already looked at a couple of materials, and they already have a lot of different options ahead of them. It's just a matter of outsourcing the materials, because those would have to be imported in, because none of it is created domestically. So it's not their fault. It's nothing that they could have done to get those materials in sooner at a price point that wouldn't necessarily break the bank.
Thank you.
Do we know the capacity that that place can hold? Was that mentioned anywhere here?
So the capacity is not mentioned in here. What we've done, because it is listed on their plans, if I'm not mistaken, we can get you all a firm number, but it's less than 100, not including the outdoor seating when they for the area that has been redone and approved, on the interior, for like any of the interior renovations. If I'm not mistaken, they're at 79. If they were to exceed 100, then they'd have to upgrade the fire suppression system, which we've already talked extensively about. So they'll have an updated occupant certificate that will also be on display in the store. And that occupant certificate will state what the occupant load is for indoors as well as outdoor seating. So outdoor seating, if I'm not mistaken, it's at about 30, but I'll get you the firm numbers. So Brooke can relay that information to you all.
Thanks. Are these going to be paid events by any chance? Or it's whoever comes by just can pop in and? Yeah. So you won't have a cover charge for X amount or?
Customers, that's what I'm mostly gonna do. That may come up in the future, but it's not in my head right now.
So if
Another
I,
question, if you don't mind.
ahead.
There be any alcohol sale? Will there
Alcohol
be any
sale?
liquor sale in there? or-
Yes.
Yeah, and all that license has been confirmed?
Yes, we've already confirmed all their licenses with the liquor board, the PG County Health Department, as well as the city. They're currently in compliance.
let me just make sure that these numbers, just for the applicant's protection and also to make sure, when the package goes up to the Board of Appeals, I want to make sure we put these numbers in that so they know what they're voting on. We only make a recommendation. It'll be up, you'll have to come back for the Board of Appeals. I don't know.
Okay.
These guys will tell you when that's scheduled. But I want to make sure we cover the numbers, that way it doesn't wiggle around. And let me make sure, so there can be outside seating prior to the fence?
Yes.
Okay. All right. You got anything, any other questions or any other concerns?
No.
Thank you very much for coming out tonight.
Thank you.
If there's nothing else, I'll entertain a motion.
I propose a motion to accept the special exception application number 967-338 Main Street, filed by Caribbean Express for the recommendation to the Board of Appeals.
I'll second it.
Please call the roll.
Mr. Spalding,
Yes.
Mr. Grant,
Yes?
Chairman Wilson,
Yes,
motion carries.
thank you very much. That's all we have for you. And you guys are welcome to, you're welcome to stay, you're welcome to leave. It's up to y'all. I would assume you have something better to do. Thank you. Congratulations and good luck. Let me move to agenda item number 4, the Planning Annual Report and Resolution 2503 PC. And I just want to let everybody know that those that don't, Laurel is very lucky in this regard that we have obviously a fantastic group of planners, but we're also the only, I think, municipality in the county that has our own planning authority. And that comes with doing this annual report. So, Mr. Burrows, floor is yours.
Good evening, Mr. Chair and Commission members. This is Monte Burrow, Director of Economic Community Development. Under Section 1-207B of the Land Use Article, requires that the Planning Commission should prepare, adopt, and file an annual report for the previous calendar year with the local legislation body. For the year 2024, the City of Laurel issued 276 new residential permits. We anticipate this trend to continue with the continued construction of Professional Green, Anderson Green, and the new near future sites of Parkland Drive and Corridor Center. We also believe there will be minor updates of the Unified Land Development Code and we will continue to prepare for the 2026 master plan update. Staff recommend approval of resolution number 25-03-PC, which will then be filed with the Maryland Department of Planning. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. I think we were sent the report via email. Hopefully you've had a chance to look at it. It's something we do every year. We have a 10-year master planning requirement. We have an annual plan. How many, just as an aside, how many more permits are we assuming out of at the Greens of Patuxent? Are they about half done?
$126.
With the number, there she is. Well done. Saved your boss. And then we have the new, I've forgotten, the quarter center. Then that's going to be how many? 293. And then I assume there'll be a little bit of infill into that. So we still have a long way to go. There's not much green space left in Laurel to build on, but we're getting close. I'll entertain a motion to approve the annual report.
I propose a motion to approve the annual report and resolution number 25-03 PC.
I'll second the motion.
Please call it.
Mr. Spalding,
Yes.
Mr. Grant,
Yes.
Chairman Wilson.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Is there any other business that we need to take care of? Somebody needs to get ready to graduate. Congratulations. And anything else? If not, I want to thank Laurel Television for all the work they do to get us on the air every meeting and all the other meetings here at City Hall. I want to thank the planning department. I think we have the finest planning department in the state. So you guys ought to be very proud. This is a long history going back to 1901, I think we started planning. The city was formed in 1871, and I think we've been planning since the turn of the century, the other century, the one that I'm more familiar with, not y'all. So with that, I'll take a motion to adjourn.
I propose a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I'll second it.
And we don't need to call the roll on that one. We are adjourned. Thank you very much, folks. Good night to everybody.